All right, man. Let's talk about Joseph Parker versus Zhang. Parker got the split decision, I believe it was, um, over Zhang. Majority decision, excuse me, over Zhang. Somebody scored a draw. Zhang scored two knockdowns, one in round 3 and one in round 8. But for the most part, outside of that, Joseph Parker, was the more active and dominant heavyweight. And some of them shots that Zhang was hitting him with. Um, some of them shots that Zhang was hitting him with, they hurt. And I think Joseph Parker and Deontay Wilder got the biggest hearts in the heavyweight division, because some of them shots that Zhang was hitting them with, man, was most people would have just went to just try to win this decision. They don't just danced around the ring and shit and just tried to survive. But to Joseph Parker's credit, he strapped his nuts on, tucked his chin, and he went right to Zhang and just started outpointing him. Yeah, Zhang punches might have had more effect when they landed. There wasn't no activity. He came in at 291. He came in and tried at 291. So Joseph Parker and Andy Lee already knew that if they able to survive early and then pick it up, and he had what? Over 50-pound weight advantage damn near. You know what I'm saying? So they know if they was able to they know he had issues with his gas tank. He 40 years old, Zane, and they knew they had a speed advantage, conditioning advantage, and they knew he was gonna come in looking for one big shot, right? And they knew it was gonna be hard for a 40-year-old man to carry that weight late into the fight. I'm telling you, that's why I picked Joseph Parker to win this fight, right? They knew it. They knew it. And yeah, he got caught a couple times, but when you fighting a puncher, you go to the puncher to diffuse the power. Everybody think you move, and yeah, you can make, if the puncher is one of those punchers that got to set his feet, got to set his feet to land. Yeah, you probably want to, stick and move a little bit, but at the end of the day, you get tired moving. Joseph Parker wasn't no featherweight neither. He was 247. Zhang was 240, 291 and a half. Joseph Parker was 247 and a half. So, a lot of times you go to the puncher to put them on the back foot so they can't really punch. But Zhang, one of them dudes, he could punch regardless. He could punch on the front foot. He could punch off balance. He naturally got heavy hands. But when you outweigh somebody by what, 44, 45 pounds, I mean, what do you expect? Honestly, what do you expect? What do you expect? So at the end of the day, I just believe I believe that Joseph Parker was just gonna be too athletic for Zhang. That's my opinion. Now some people probably use the triangle theory. Oh, Parker got beat up by he got beat up by knocked out by Joe Joyce, and that's Joe Joyce. This is Zhang. I know Zhang beat Joe Joyce and knocked him out. Did he knock Joyce out twice? I think he knocked Joe Joyce out twice. Yep. And people say, well, oh, what, but his styles make fights. You know, you know, you know, you know. So that's just what it is. That's just what it is. So, that's exactly what it is, man. So, but yeah, he got off the canvas, tough guy. He knew it was a possibility that he was gonna be on that canvas. Trust me, he knew. He knew. He knew. So they came prepared. They came prepared. You know, And he kept going to the fire. He kept going to the fire. And he got burnt a couple times, but without going to that fire, he wouldn't have won. He wouldn't have won. So yeah. And for Zhang, came in too heavy, too old to be in the boxing ring, weighing 291. And 2, he fell in love with his power, similar to Deontay Wilder. He fell in love with his power. You know, he started looking for one big shot. He started looking for one big shot. And when you get into that, you know, you looking for one big shot. This is how you lose round after round after round after round. This is how you lose it. You know, this is how you lose it. All Joseph Parker did was, you know, he was cautious in early in the rounds and then late in the rounds. So he knew that this guy couldn't, you know, his conditioning couldn't keep up. What did he do? He started outpointing them in the round. And most times you watch people that score these fights from the crib, and I think the judges fall into this too. All they do is be scoring the end of the round. You know, that one of the most famous fights for that shit was Hagler versus Hearns. I mean, Hagler versus Leonard. Leonard was just stealing rounds. Shoe shining, that's what people remember, the last thing they seen. And that's pretty much what Joseph Parker did. You know, he kind of, you know, tit, tat, you know, kind of just, you know, did his thing. You know, here and there, did his thing. You know, touch him, woo, 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 woo. And at the end of the round, he'd pick it up. When Zhang didn't have the power no more, didn't have the conditioning no more, he'd pick it up, outpoint him, put the round in the bank. Very smart. Very smart. Very smart. Very, very smart. So, but yeah, I think that was a smart game plan. You know, you as a heavyweight, as any boxer sitting in there trying to box for 12 straight rounds, for 12 straight rounds, that's hard. Joseph Parker probably would have got stopped trying to do that. So he had to go to the power. And the power was there until late, you know. But he took chances, he moved his hands, believed in his chin, believed in his heart. And really, without them knockdowns, dog would have got swept. And they talking about, well, he had a rematch clause. I'm like, damn, we got a rematch clause for an interim title. That is boxing is some type of special type of dumb. We doing rematch clauses for interim titles now. That's crazy. That's super duper crazy. They doing rematch clauses for interim titles. You know, but you know they got to do it again. And I think for Joe Joyce, I think he's gonna do the exact same thing, and maybe without the knockdowns. Now, could he get knocked out? Absolutely. With a 40-year-old man getting pieced up like that, you know what I'm saying? You know, you already know what the power like. You know, Joseph Parker still young and spry, got the athleticism. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I think, you know, Parker gonna probably build on it again. I'll be surprised if Parker can get the stoppage this time. He is fighting an old man. I just saying. But yeah. We'll see. We definitely gonna see. But yeah, man, it wasn't the most entertaining fight, but what made it so entertaining, to be honest, it was just the simple fact that you knew anytime Zhang landed a punch, you felt like the fight can be over with. That's what kept you on the edge of your seats. Now, it wasn't no barn burner. It wasn't no war. Ooh, good God. What is it good for? You know, it wasn't none of that. But it kept you on the edge of your seat because you like, damn, can Zhang land that one shot to get Parker out of there? He landed a couple of them. But Joseph Parker, Joseph Parker stood tall. Joseph Parker stood tall, man. And, I respect for him. He got one of the best hearts in the division, him and Deontay Wilder in boxing. For you to get hit with them short type of short shots, and you keep coming, you know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, you know what I'm saying? It's like you got a lot of heart. Most guys get hit and they start running, they just, they'll try to just go into survival mode and try to just box and get a decision. He knew he couldn't do that. They know that they scoring a fight for the aggressor in boxing now, even if it's ineffective aggressiveness. Oh, he ran all night, so I think he lost a round. So that's what they saying and throughout the sport of boxing, especially after Gennady Golovkin and Canelo Alvarez won. That's exactly what they're saying. So that's just something to take into consideration too. So Parker knew what he had to do. And shout out to Andy Lee, his coach, man. That crunk style. He's done a great job with Joseph Parker. The best thing Joseph Parker did was get active. I knew he'd beat Deontay Wilder, and I seen it was his fourth fight of the year. And that Deontay Wilder hadn't fought since like 2021 when he fought Tyson Fury a third time. That Hellenius fight went on for 5 seconds. You can't really count that. But yeah, that was my opinion. Shout out to Parker. I picked him to win. Just thought it was a bad style for Zang. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live with drop video. Hit the link tree. Find me on X, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Amazon Podcast, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, I meant to say, Spotify, the whole 9. Appreciate y'all. Also, you can watch my streams on Twitch, Kick, Facebook as well too. Peace.